Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel where today I'm going to be reviewing the Ascension Tarot, and it's by Danielle Norman. Some of you might know Danny. She is Astral Mermaid Art over on Instagram. This is the first deck, which is the Ascension Tarot, and the second one, which has just been funded on Kickstarter, is Odin's Playbook, and they are both available right now. Okay, a little backstory to this deck. Danny actually messaged me, oh god, when was it, about 18 months ago maybe, and asked me if I'd like a copy of the deck for review. And I says, yeah, okay. So she popped the deck in the post and it arrived, and I am not one at all. For a lot of you who know me and know my Instagram feed, I like the darker decks and the darker aesthetic. And then when this arrived, I was pleasantly surprised. It is all vibrant colours, very pastel-y, and it's nothing like I've ever used before. So I thought I'd give it a chance. Obviously, I reviewed it for Danny, and then what happened was I completely fell in love with both Danny and the deck. And since that very day, we've become incredibly close, like brother and sister. So I said to Danny, I'll review your deck over on YouTube, and here it is today. So the deck is self-published, and it comes in a lovely box, obviously, and inside the box you have a little quote there. It says, "Have faith in the whispers you hear," and then there's a note there from Danny. "I hope that Ascension Tarot becomes a beautiful friend to you, helping you unlock your highest potential, live your best life, and calm the storm within. In love and light, Danielle." And so you get a little guidebook, and the cards are edged in this beautiful kind of like turquoisey colour, which are a beautiful addition to the deck. The cardstock is wonderful too. It's a matte finish. The backs show they are fully reversible if you use reversals in readings, and the backs show like an ascension process. And there you have the Seeds of Life grid on the back of the deck. Right, so onto the guidebook first before the cards, because we all want to know what the decks are normally about. So inside the guidebook you have an introduction from Danielle, which says, "Ascension Tarot brings you into a universe of traditional and non-traditional archetypes, animals and outer dimensional symbolism. It invites you to explore your life in a more holographic, multi-dimensional way. I wanted to create a deck that not only explored the traditional tarot archetypes, but that expressed ideas around the ascension process and the holographic world you live in. I wanted a deck that expressed the concept that there is magic everywhere around you, even in the places you cannot yet see it. That we not only live in a 3D universe, but one that is made up of a multitude of dimensions. That there are messages everywhere that you look, from the animals that you see in your day to the weather that you meet you at sunrise. Whispers are everywhere. Ascension Tarot is meant to be used as a healing tool as well as a trusted guide into your own ascension process. Through my choice of both colour and visual, I wanted to show that when you are able to tap into the magic that lives within you, you are able to see what lies just beyond the veil. Many of the graphics, artwork, concepts are based around the ideas of inner healing, strength, femininity, truth, crystals, energy work, and in working towards personal goals and dreams while processing each dimensional ladder as it presents itself to you. The ascension process is a full body, mind and soul integration of information. It can be a very confusing time because although you may feel as if you are learning new things, in actuality you are just really remembering who you are by tapping into the soul knowledge that you have been accumulating for thousands of years. The ascension process can already be difficult to navigate, but with the use of a profound healing tool such as tarot, it makes the process that much easier. I hope that Ascension Tarot speaks to you as much as it pushed me to create it, and that it becomes a beautiful friend to you, helping you to unlock your highest potential, live your best life, and calm your storms within." So there we have an introduction from Danny about what the deck is all about. And then obviously all the cards are listed here. and Danny's given meaning, a reversal, upright and reversal of every single card. And at the back of the book, there's a picture of the lovely Danny, a bio on Danny, and there are all the people. And thank you to everybody who's appeared in the artwork in the deck. So the people in the deck are people that Danny knows, either that are living and some that have sadly passed. And it is an incredibly lovely deck to work with. I actually know, because I know Danny so well, I know the family, I know some of the people in the deck, I also know some of Danny's friends now, and it makes it all that special. I wasn't normally a huge fan of decks with people in, but to me this gives off the total complete energy of the card, and so this is what I wanted to show you guys. Some of the titles have been slightly renamed as well, which makes a lot of sense when you see that the deck is about the ascension process. So instead of the full, Danny's renamed that as the soul, and then you have a little picture of an L there, and then a person actually you know, being born or following the life journey, following the path, branching out. So you can see where Danny's actually going with his card. All the cards are all very Rider-Waite-Smith based, so it's absolutely no problem to read straight from the box if you've got a base knowledge of the tarot. If you haven't, Danny's listed the meanings and some keywords in the book as a guide, or you can use any other normal standard Rider-Waite-Smith tarot guidebook. So she's kept the traditional symbolism of the cards as well, where you've got the 4 elements there. That happens to be Nigel, a husband who I know very well now, and it's just an incredibly lovely deck. When I reviewed it, I was completely out of my comfort zone, because I'd never worked with a deck with like these lovely pastel colours on it. I never really took much note of the ascension process. I was all about the darkness. I thought all the, you know, all this like love and light stuff was nonsense, and it's actually not, because when I started to read with the deck, yes, this is the truth. I felt lighter, I felt more happier. It just like, I mean, I'm not saying that the cards give off of a vibration, because I'm not all about that, but I think it's seeing the incredibly lovely artwork that Danny's done, and it kind of gives you a feeling of comfort, and it makes you kind of relate to the cards as well. And so these cards are absolutely lovely. The Emperor there, you've got the crystals, you've got everything that the Emperor's about. The Teacher, the Hierophant has been named as the Teacher. The Lovers as well. And there you have the Chariot. And the Strength card. The Hermit, which I love. And so I'll just flip through the cards. The Maze, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, I think this is an incredible, you know, depiction of the Wheel of Fortune, because life is a maze, isn't it? We come to stops with twists and turns with everything. You've got the book there representing knowledge as well, and you've got the tree in the middle. So yeah, it's all about carrying on and moving forward, even though we might come to some pit stops along the way. So that is a lovely depiction of the Wheel of Fortune. Justice there, that's the lovely Amy, who's also on Instagram, which is one of Danny's closest friends. Perspective, and that's also a retitled card as the Hanged Man. The Death card is absolutely gorgeous, because you've got like somebody leaving a transformation period into that arched portal there, with the butterflies which represent transformation, and the skulls which obviously represent death, but there's a red rose on there that obviously represents life as well. Temperance, it's all about kind of like moderating the two parts and bringing them together, and this is lovely. I love the way that the flamingo is represented here and in the card as well. 1 foot on the land, 1 foot in the water, and there's the 2 cards with a rainbow. And I love the depiction of what Danny's done to that. The devil card as well, which shows a chessboard and a caged, is that a eagle, buzzard? Sorry, Danny, I'm not well versed on my animals today. Anyway, so yeah, this is brilliant as well, what she's done. The tower, you can see that everything's burning, but that's ascension there. And I've just noticed there's a kangaroo and a koala there, so I presume that this Danny give this depiction of the bushfires that happen in Australia. Yet even though when everything's gone, new life comes back. The star, and there we have the moon. The phases of the moon, the top of the card. And the standing stones there as well. The sun. Some of these pictures as well, what I want to say is some of the photos that Danny's used was actually taken from a trip to the UK a couple of years ago. She told me about this. So yeah, some of the pictures are from the UK and she's photoshopped them into this deck. Now, Judgment is actually Ascension, which I like this description rather than Judgment, because Judgment obviously, you know, can mean being judged, but I see it as Ascension and, you know, your true calling. And the world is Transcendence as well, which is a lovely depiction as well of the card. So if you follow the journey from the soul, from the beginning of the deck to the end, the Transcendence, it really does make a lot of sense. And then we have an extra card there, and that is Unconditional Love, which is lovely as well. Onto the wands now. I love that card. I love the window. You know, the person in the card and the globe there, and you can see that the person's like kind of a little bit apprehensive to kind of make that move, but look, you can see that it's calm atmosphere there. And there's the 3 of Wands as well. There's the boat coming in to pick that person up and take them away. There's the 4 of Wands. Celebration, as Danny's got the fireworks there as well, but it's also got the security of the home and the fire. The 5 of Wands and the 6. There's the 7. I love that as well. Really love the depiction what Danny's done. And then the 8, you can see all the energy going on in that card. And then the 9. And then the 10. And they are traditional court cards, by the way. So you've got Page, Knight, Queen and King. And the colours are very beautiful as well. I just love the whole kind of aesthetic of the whole deck. And you can see that where there's supposed to be movement in a traditional tarot deck, Danny's actually put the movement in this one as well. So you can see, look at that Queen, full of sass. Love, love, love. And that King there. You see the lion there in the card. And that beautiful Ace of Cups. Look at the colours on that, it's just really pretty. And the 2. There's the 3. And the 4. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to double check with Danny. But this kind of looks like some part of Glastonbury, maybe the Abbey or something. Glastonbury Abbey. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. But I kind of recognise that building. I haven't asked to which one it is. And then the 5 is quite a dark card, representing, you know, the darkness of the 5 of Cups. And there's the 6, look. You can see a little child playing there. And there's a little boat there. And the 6 are lined up. And there's the home at the top. I love this 7 on this chessboard. because we have to bring the black and white together to kind of create a whole to make these decisions and choices. And, you know, we can sometimes say that we're on a chessboard, can't you, with like, you know, the decision making, and there's a timer there at the top there as well. I love that as well. All these past memories, and that person's like going off into the distance. The 9 is lovely. Little comet there. And the 10, that is so pretty. I bet you that's somewhere by Danny in Canada, because like I don't think it's the UK, or it may be, I don't know. And there's the page, all these beautiful flowers on here, and the night. The Queen, which is Danny, and the King. And we're onto the swords now. Decisions, decisions. The 3 with a shattered heart. And you can see that there's like a little plant growing there. 4 of swords, we've got the dove, and we've got the hammock there resting between the swords, which is a complete relaxation, chill time. The 5, the 6, you see the stormy waters there, and then the calm and the transformation off into the distant horizon. And the 7s look gorgeous as well. I love that. That person like hiding behind the tree. And then you've got the L kind of hiding as well. The 8 of swords. There's the lock on the gate. And you can see that, you know, if you really wanted to, you could unlock that gate and move forward. And there's another butterfly there as well on the card, if you can see that. And there's the 9, which is another lovely card. And there's the 10. So we've got the page. Look at all these books open about knowledge. A little telescope and the flower of life in the background. And we've got that knight there. Love. And the Queen, which is Danny's mom, who sadly passed away. So this card's a homage to Danny's mom. Yeah, she passed away before the deck was created, I think, which is a shame. And the King, which is Ryan. We've had some laughs about this over the last 18 months, didn't we, Danny, when you watch this, and Levi. The Ace of Crystals. Pentacles have been changed to crystals, by the way, which makes a hell of a lot of sense. Oh, there, and there you have the 3. Growth and expansion. That's so beautiful. That girl there with a mermaid's tail. The 4. She's got the crystals in front of her. And she's kind of like fenced in by all these crystals, as though she doesn't want to let go. There's the 5. And if you can see like the gloominess of the card there, like the black and white illustration, you'll see a doorway there, and that one's in colour. So you follow the path and you kind of get out of this situation that you're in. 6. Love, love, love. I love all the little doorways that Danny's actually put in the cards as well. I love doorways in cards, and it always makes me think what's behind them. You know, doorways and windows, and it's just lovely, really. I kind of like that aesthetic when somebody puts that into a deck. because there's lots of scenery on this deck as well. It makes you kind of look beyond the card, what could possibly be beyond that scenery, and that's what I love. There's the Tree of Life, look, made out of crystals on the card. And so then we've got the page and the knight. There's another portal and another. Just love it. And there's the king. And then we're back to the beginning. So honestly, I'm not just saying this because Danny's a friend. It is a really, really beautiful deck. I love it. I love the artwork. I could stare at some of the pictures for hours. And it's one of those decks that make you think outside the box, and that's what I like. There's a lot of love and work gone into this deck, the same as Danny's other deck, the Odin's Playbook. But this one will always be my favourite because it's incredibly special to me. It reminds me of last spring and summer, I think, when I first had it. So yeah, I used it a lot throughout the summer months last year on my Instagram. And because the weather's becoming nicer as well, I'm going to start using it a little bit more as well. It's just lovely, and Danny is an incredibly wonderful person. So you can find Danny on Instagram at Astral Mermaid Art. She also has a website as well, which is it in here? Maybe not. I'll link it in the bottom of this video anyway. So she's easily contacted. So thank you so much for watching. It really was a pleasure to review this deck because it brings back so many happy memories. And yeah, you can get the deck. It's available now, along with the other one. So I'll be back tomorrow for another review. I'm not sure what I'm reviewing yet. I may review Danny's other deck, the Odin's Playbook, or I may leave that for Sunday. So, oh yeah, I forgot to say that I always keep this in the, yeah, because I took that out. So I always keep this little prayer card in the deck, in the box as well. So thank you for watching, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure as always to be here. I wish you all have a lovely day or lovely evening, depending on where you are in the world, and I shall see you all soon. Bye.